This is Jan Sandhouse-Hurst, and today we're going to talk about how to motivate yourself. 8 steps to take when you are stuck. First, make the commitment to start. Because you can either make the commitment to move forward or make a commitment to procrastinate by doing nothing. It's your choice, so depending on what you decide to do, you're going to move forward or you're not going to do anything. You're going to stay stuck. So let's move forward. Set a specific appointment in your calendar to work on your task and commit to make it happen. When you schedule things, they tend to get done more regularly. So make a specific appointment. If it's a large task that you're facing, set multiple appointments so that you can break through it. And if you're facing a large task, create smaller segments that can form milestones. Look at, for example, which seems easier for you to do? Lose 30 pounds or lose 5 pounds and then lose another 5 pounds until you've lost the full 30 pounds. When you start by committing to a single milestone, then make no further commitments until you achieve success on that. Overcome your own objections. Think about how you handle objections with a customer. You need to overcome those objections if you hope to successfully move forward with a customer. And so, first of all, write down everything that is keeping you from starting or moving forward on your task. And then imagine that each point you have written down is an objection from a customer or prospect of your business. Talk yourself through each objection just like you would if you were talking to a customer, so that you're ready to say yes to moving forward. Take a baby step forward. Everything you've ever achieved started with a single baby step forward. So give yourself permission to start slowly. You want to create forward momentum. So write down your next 3 action steps. Don't make a large, complete 12 or 15 or 20 step plan. Start with 3. Because what often happens is you'll complete a few steps and then discover that what you thought was going to happen isn't what's happening at all. So do your steps 3 at a time. When you complete 3, do 3 more, and you're more likely to keep that momentum and keep moving forward. Set realistic milestones and reward yourself when you reach them. So let's talk about incentives if you're going to reward yourself. Create incentives to help build momentum and to keep you moving forward. Give yourself a reward, even if the steps you achieve are small. And when you're setting incentives, you may find that one large incentive is more successful than several small ones. So if you want a large incentive at the end, do that. Know what works for you. But even if you have a large incentive, it helps to give yourself small rewards along the way, just to keep you moving forward. Next, visualize your victory. And we do this in 3 simple steps. Play your sizzling success reel. Most speakers have what's called a sizzling success reel, where it shows them at their best. And what you want to do is close your eyes and relive your accomplishments. They don't have to be similar to what you're facing, but figure out what you've done well and what really makes you feel good. Then imagine a successful completion of this task or whatever has you stuck. Imagine yourself with a successful completion and add that to the end of your reel. Now, how will you look? How will you be feeling? Are there other senses that should be added to the scene, like taste or smell? Take a few moments to enjoy the sensations that are present in the scene, and then add that scene to the end of your reel. And third, imagine celebrating your achievement with others. So you're going to extend the success scene you've created by imagining how you will celebrate your success with others, and think about how you feel when other people are congratulating you on a job well done. When you celebrate your success, will it be a social media post? Maybe it'll be a champagne toast or even a trip to a seacoast. Imagine it in as much detail as possible, and then tap into the positive energy of the scenes you've created and use that energy as motivation. Adjust your expectations. The bigger the task, the more likely it will be that you will face obstacles and setbacks on your path to completion. So make sure your expectations allow for these possibilities. More importantly, you need an incentive that will help you move forward once again if you do experience obstacles or setbacks. And face it, we all have obstacles and setbacks that come along when we don't want them to, but they're there. And also realize that good is good enough for most outcomes. It doesn't need to be perfect. And a lot of times we let that thought that it has to be perfect stop us or keep us stuck. So make sure your expectations align with the result you can expect to achieve from your best effort, not from perfection. Tackle the trade-offs. There is a trade-off between the pain of not taking action versus the pleasure that will be associated with moving forward. When you're stuck, pain is winning that struggle, and the expectations associated with a pleasurable outcome are not sufficient to overcome the pain you are already facing. It's important to consciously confront the source of the pain. Is it a fear you're facing, or a sensation of being overwhelmed, or maybe even you feel like you're in over your head? You need to define the pain points that are stopping you before you can find ways to keep moving ahead toward the pleasure points at the end of the task. And if you can't move past the barriers that pain has put in place, then maybe the benefits and rewards of pleasure aren't sufficient. Until you determine that the benefits or rewards of pleasure are more pleasurable than the barriers associated with pain, it may be difficult or even impossible for you to motivate yourself to move forward. So look for ways to increase those benefits or rewards of pleasure so you can move forward. Alternately, if you can't find ways to chip away at the pain points until pleasure becomes more desirable and you can move forward. And last, we want to eliminate distractions. You may be familiar with this description of focus. Follow one course until successful. You need to eliminate the distractions that might interfere with that focus. Warren Buffett calls them your avoid at all cost list. No matter what, these things get no attention from you until you've succeeded. So silence your phone and put it out of reach. Put out the do not disturb sign and close the door if you can. Organize your workspace before you start so you don't interrupt your forward momentum between breaks. Focus on staying motivated and moving forward step by step until you complete your task. And connect with me, Jan Sandhouse Hurst, on LinkedIn.